So, I've watched the politicians. I've dealt with them all my life. If you can't make a good deal with a politician, then there's something wrong with you. You're certainly not very good. And that's what we have representing us. They will never make America great again. They don't even have a chance. They're controlled fully by the lobbyists, by the donors, and by the special interests, fully. They control them. Hey, I have lobbyists, I have to tell you. I have lobbyists that can produce anything for me. They're great. But you know what? It won't happen. It won't happen. Because we have to stop doing things for some people, but for this country, it's destroying our country. We have to stop, and it has to stop now. Now, our country needs a truly great leader. And we need a truly great leader now. We need a leader that wrote The Art of the Deal. We need a leader that can bring back our jobs.
A nation in despair, weakened by war, defeated, lost of pride in the sight. A former prisoner with a vision or delusion, rise to power in the right, rebuilding an army, make the nation proud, disregarding the treaty, secret plans for Lebensraum.
Nice environment to bring the family to eat. The place was very successful. It appears those people work pretty hard.
Propaganda, the right will rise. To last 1,000 years.
Hey Peter, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all bust a whole U-turn in the middle of the street. Y'all hit her. Y'all on camera. He's alive.
ICE agents who remain unwelcome in the great city of Chicago crashed their car into Diane Figueroa's vehicle, then violently pulled her out and detained her.
Burning books to spread anti-Semite propaganda. Who will stop the madman's reign? Night of broken glass, send the Jews to Dachau death camp. On a path to certain death. The Anschluss completed, on the brink of war, as brutal with no pity, be harsh, show no remorse, start the war machine, the right will rise. Propaganda, the right will rise. fall? Who will be last to stand? Who will stop all this madness that has consequences no man understand? No man, no
Take Donald Trump's threats about wanting Greenland seriously, and then she goes on to say that if the US were to attack Greenland, then she believes that would be the end of the NATO alliance, the end of the security structure, the transatlantic relationship since the end of World War II. Now, Donald Trump has not threatened to attack Greenland, I think it's important to point out, but he has repeatedly said he wants Greenland, and clearly the timing after what's happened in Venezuela, I think, has set more alarm bells ringing across Europe. Look, what is striking, looking at all of the commentary from European leaders who are lining up behind Denmark, because remember, Greenland is an autonomous region of Denmark, European leaders are very much on the same page. They're all saying their support is very much solid for Denmark in this issue, that European sovereignty cannot be threatened by anyone, and that, the NATO alliance is the underpinning, and Denmark is a member of NATO. So, look, European leaders are struggling with the unorthodoxy of the Trump administration on multiple issues, on Ukraine, on Greenland, on the US national security strategy, which was published at the end of last year, which really, ripped up the rulebook in terms of the US relationship with Europe, and basically said that the US administration under Donald Trump was going to push for more nationalist governments in Europe. So if you're Viktor Orban in Hungary, you're pretty happy at what's happening. If you are most European leaders right across this continent, they are very worried, they're very concerned, but they are very careful with their words, because any European leader never wants to upset any US administration, including the Trump administration. So, they are lining up behind Denmark, but they're also being careful not to say anything too provocative to upset the US, who ultimately they still rely on for security in this continent.
In this video taken by WGN, a daycare worker was abducted by Donald Trump's secret police. Lawmakers locally did this.
Hey everyone, Congresswoman Delia Catalina Ramirez. I want to talk to you about what happened here in Chicago, just across from my district, at a daycare. At a daycare that I know really well. Let's be clear. ICE broke into the daycare and took a daycare teacher